Now then, YouTube. Hope you're all well. Now then, YouTube. I hope you're all well. This is going to be a VR to Darryl, DKW 1972. So stay tuned. Hey up, Darryl. I hope you're watching. I managed to catch this. This is in response to your last email. First of all, I'd like to just say what I'm smoking, which is the LCS that I had commissioned with the Eldridge Flame stem, and in it I've got some plum pudding, a lovely oriental forward blend, becoming a real favourite at the moment. I'd also like to say I hope you're starting to feel better, Simon. I noticed you did a live earlier, so I'm assuming you're on the mend with the COVID. So fingers crossed for you on a speedy recovery. So Darryl, I'll just catch up everybody else on what we've been speaking about. Basically, Darryl reached out to me on email. There's a new pipe smoker in the UK with a few concerns. He's not yet got to the point of actually lighting the pipe. But I think basically what he's done is he's bought a 9mm filter pipe, top marks. I'm a filter man. He's also bought a variety of, or some samples of some aromatics, and his question was basically, or his query was, will this make his pipe ghost? Will it, you know, he's worried about ghosting, and one thing and another, should he get another pipe, and what, you know, he was generally expressing his concerns about aromatics and ghosting. Well, basically what I wanted to tell you, Darryl, was, you know, ghosting, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not ruined your pipe forever. If you were to experience ghosting, the ghosting I've ever, you know, the ghosting that I've experienced has been gone within 3 vols, sometimes less. I'm guessing sometimes a couple more, but at the end of at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Now, I try and smoke aromatics in a certain pipe. As we discussed, if you're concerned about ghosting, perhaps the best blend to try is a Virginia, because also aromatics present their own challenges. I really like aromatics. I'm an aromatic man, or at least 60% aromatic, but I find them hard to smoke at the side of other tobaccos. So my advice to Darryl was, why not start with a Virginia? Virginia, I think it's, you know, the least chance of ghosting out of them all. And they're fairly easy to smoke. You've got to watch you don't get them too hot. Make sure you sip on your pipe. Make sure you keep purging your pipe, which is where you blow smoke back through the top like that. Um, and then my advice was, why not start with Special Virginia? I like Special Virginia. It's an over-the-counter blend. You can get it from Morrison's. You can practice with that, and it's no real biggie if you burn the tobacco, because it's relatively inexpensive as far as tobaccos go. What else? If, like me now, you're experiencing a slight gurgling, I don't know if you can pick that up. There's a couple of ways you can do it. One is to send a pipe cleaner down there, which is not ideal if you've got a filter pipe and you don't really want to take this apart while your pipe's warm. So what I do is just cover the bowl, give it a flick or two, gurgle's gone. So that's the top tip for today. I also said, if you send me your address, I'll send you out some samples of Virginias, or other tobaccos, whatever you think. A lot of people I'm not saying this is wrong, this is what I do. A lot of people have pipes, certain blends, a Virginia pipe, a Burley pipe, an aromatic pipe. Some people have a pipe that's dedicated to an actual tobacco. Like I know Simon, for example, he's got pipes dedicated to OGS and vanilla roll cake, etc. But really, let's wind it back. You're a new pipe smoker. Back in the day, my uncle, my granddad, his dad, whatever, they had one pipe and they smoked whatever they fancied, whatever they could get hold of, whatever they liked in that pipe, and when it broke they got another pipe. They only really had one pipe. So don't be too worried about ghosting. You know, you get a sample for, let's say, Peterson Sweet Kilnary, whatever it is. You smoke 5 or 6 bowls in that, you like it or whatever, and then that's like a real vanilla to flavour. Then you pick something else like Cult Blood Red Moon. It's a real cherry taste. Put that in your pipe. If it tastes a bit of Peterson's afterwards, does it really matter? It'll clear after a couple of bowls. Not really. Now, if you find a tobacco that you really like, or a type of tobacco you really like, and you really want to hone in on it, fair play. But when you're starting out, just get your pipe and smoke it. Get, put some time in. It's all trial and error. Just go for it. Go and get some Special Virginia. Practice packing, practice smoking. Have a look what it says on the packet or on tobacco reviews. And if you try and smoke it and you think, I don't really like that, and then you read the description on the packet, 9 times out of 10, that's what 99% of people are going to taste, smell, experience, etc. So if you try it and it don't really taste anything like what it's supposed to, give it a fair crack at the whip. Try smoking it slower. Try trying it out a little bit first. Try all sorts. Just experiment with that, fairly simple, inexpensive tobacco until you start and get some sweetness and the hay tones of the Special Virginia. When you've got them, then try something else. I made the mistake. I was trying all sorts and weren't really getting the flavours. And I was searching for a tobacco. The flavour was what it said on the tin, when really I just needed to practice to be able to unlock them flavours, if that makes any sense. So mate, I hope that clears it all up. I thought I'd do you a VR, seeing as though you were new to my channel and you reached out to me. I want to know how you've gone on, so please let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Oh, you mentioned about cheap estate pipes. Didn't know where there was any. Probably your best idea is to get on eBay. Search 9mm filter pipes if that's what you're after, and just pick one that's the right price and the right style for you. Everybody's got their own preferences. I like Peterson's, I like Savinelli's, you know, I like Nordings. My favourite over the you know, non-artisan pipe, if you like, is the Savinelli 320. As far as artisan pipes go, sky's the limit. There's plenty of different pipe makers or whatever, but there's no need to start with that first. You don't know if you're going to like the hobby, so I don't really think, unless you want to, you need to buy another pipe. Just get the one that you've got. I mean, I think you said that were an estate pipe. I mean, it could already ghost from whatever somebody else has smoked in it before, but get some pipe cleaners, down it, give it a good scrub, give the bowl a good scrub out, take any excess carbon cake off and whack something in it and practice. That's my advice to you, mate. That's what I'd do. I'm not saying it's right, but that's what I'd do. At the end of the day, pipe smoking is about enjoyment. And you touched upon the ritual of pipe smoking and how many aspects there is to pipe smoking, and that's what appeals to you. But that'll all come, the ritual will come. But the thing about it is, you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to crack some eggs to make an omelette. So that's my advice I can offer for you, mate. Also, to you guys who entered the go, thank you very much. To the winners, the lucky winners, I have sent out your pipes and tobacco this morning. Later than I said. I can only apologise for that. I tell you something, I've got the sun in my eyes. Now that is a welcome change. I'm going to try and get some work done now, and I hope you're all well, and of course, keep it lit. See you later, guys.